Hey everyone, myself Bhavya Goyal, a student at IIT Gandhinagar. I welcome you at CodeChef and let's have a look at this question. So yeah, today's question is MAKEALL. In this question, we're given an integer n and we need to construct an array A of length 20 with every element in between 1 and 10 raised to the power 8 such that the following condition holds, where the condition is that for every I in between 1 and n, it is possible to find a subset of A of size at most 10 such that the sum of all the elements inside the subset is exactly I. So let's say this is the array A we constructed. So for every I in between 1 and n, we can choose some subset of elements such that the size of subset is less than or equal to 10 and the sum of the subset is equal to I, and this is true for all the I in between 1 and n. Now, there would be only two tests, one being n equal to 20, which is a sample input, and the other being n equal to 50,000, which is the hidden test case. And now in the input format, will be given just one single integer n, which represents the n, and in the output, we need to print 20 integers representing the required array, confined to the constant that every element is in between 1 and 10 raised to the power 8. Okay, so now let's once discuss the sample input. So we are given n equal to 20, and we can see here that this is our one of the possible outputs. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 already, so we can choose the single element as a part of subset, and we can create all the elements from 1 to 10. From that we can choose this 10 and 1 to get 11. We can choose a 10, a 1 and another one to get 12, or maybe just a 10 and a 2 to get a 12. We can choose 10 and 3 to get a 13, or we can also choose 10 and 1 and 2 to get 13. Both of them have size less than or equal to 10, so both of them are valid. And similarly, we can get 14 by 10 4, 15 by 10 5, 16 by 10 6, 17 by 10 7, and so on. Right. So this is one possible construction. Now I hope the problem statement is clear. So let's move to the solution. So the very first intuition is, how about we represent all the numbers as powers of 2. So we just print 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, and so on up till 2 to the power 19 to represent all the numbers, right? And we know that the sum of 2 to the power 0 up till 2 to the power 19 is equal to 2 to the power 20 minus 1, which is roughly equal to 10 raised to the power 6, which is bigger than 50,000, which is our maximum possible value of n, right? So there's no issue with the sum, right? We can get at least this much sum by summing all the elements or choosing some subset of elements, right? But there is one issue. So let's say we choose some I equal to 2047. So to represent that number, we'll need 11 numbers, right? 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, and so on up till 2 to the power 10. But our subset can consist of at most 10 elements, right? So we'll not be able to represent a number like 2047 using this representation. Right. Now there are multiple ways to solve this. I'll be discussing two of them. So the first way is, how about we represent as a base of 3 instead of a base of 2. So let's say we have these 10 positions to place our numbers. So we can either place a 0 over here, or 3 to the power k, or 2 into 3 raised to the power k. This is completely analogous to how we represent in base 2. So in base 2, what do? We either represent it as 0 or a 1, right? Here also we put a 0 or a 1, right? So over here we place either 0 or 1 or 2 at each of these positions, right? Where this 0 is equivalent to 0 only, this 1 is equivalent to 3 to the power k, and if there is a 2, it's equivalent to 2 into 3 raised to the power k, right? So at every position, either we can add a 0 or a 3 to the power k or a 2 into 3 raised to the power k, right? And so how many numbers do we need to put inside our array? So we'll need to put 3 to the power 0, 3 to the power 1, 3 to the power 2, dot 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 3 raised to the power 9, 2 into 3 raised to the power 0, 2 into 3 raised to the power 1, and up till 2 into 3 raised to the power 9, which is a total of 20 numbers, right? Which is exactly how much we want to put inside our array. Now 3 raised to the power 10 is roughly equivalent to this much number, which is bigger than 50,000. So we can represent every number from 0 till this 59049, right? We can represent almost all of these numbers, right? And this is bigger than 50,000, so we'll be able to represent all the numbers using this method, and will require exactly 20 numbers. And in a subset, the maximum number of elements we'll be choosing would be 10, because the length of this is 10, right? So this was another way. Now I'll discuss another possible way. This is a very cute solution, I'd say. So will this would be what we'll be printing. So what are we doing here? So for every digit, we are constructing the solution, right? So for this, we can choose at most two numbers from each of these groups to get the position of that particular place. So for zeroth place, if I want to place a zero, I can simply place a zero, right? That's not an issue. If I want to place a 1, I can place a 1 directly. If I want to place a 2, I can place a 2 directly. If I want to place a 3, I can choose 1 and 2 and place a 3. If I want to place a 4, I can place a 4. For 5, I can place 4 and 1. For 6, I can choose 4 and 2. For 7, I can choose a 7. For 8, I can choose 7 and 1. And for 9, we can choose 7 and 2. Right? So by choosing at max two numbers, I can fill up any particular digit. Right? So let's say I wanted to print some, let's say I want the sum to be equal to 3, 4, 1, 2, 5. So from this group, I'll choose 4 and 1. So I've got this digit. From this group, we'll choose just this number. So we have got this digit. From this group, we'll choose just this number. So we have got this digit. From this group, we'll choose this number. So we have got this digit. And from this group, we'll choose these two numbers. And we have got this digit as well, right? So at max, we'll be choosing two numbers from any group. And there are 5 such groups. So we'll be choosing at max 10 elements, right? And how many numbers are there in total? There are 20 numbers. So at max, we can print these 20 numbers and in our array, and we're just good to go. So these are the solutions. Now the time complexity of both the solutions is constant because we just need to print 20 numbers. So this is nothing but big of one time complexity per test case. This is just one test case. So it's overall a constant time complexity. Now let's see the solution. So in the code, I'll only be showing this particular case. So yeah, this is the solution. So we'll take in the input of n. We'll define the current to be 1. We'll put in all the powers of 3. We'll put in all the powers of 3 into 2. And we'll just simply print our answer. Now let's see the solution in Python. We'll take in the input of n. We'll define our answer list. We'll put in all the powers of 3 from 0 to 9. We'll put in all the powers of 3 times 2 from 0 to 9. And we'll simply print our answer. So yeah, this was all for today. I hope you liked this video. Thanks.